Welcome back to Chasing Trophies. The Super 8s have officially started. We had a washout yesterday, but today there was no washout. We had a double header. England defeating Sri Lanka and then South Africa defeating India. Both host nations losing today. Both are under pressure right now. We'll start with India, South Africa. A comprehensive victory for South Africa, beating India in all departments and cruising to victory. David Miller and Dewald Brevis had an outstanding match-winning partnership. Then with the ball, Lungi and Ngidi and Maharaj picking up wickets, both picking up 7 together, 4 for Ngidi, 3 for Maharaj. Faz is joining me. Faz, how are you doing? I'm sure not too happy, but a bit of a shocking day for us.
Yeah, I need to क्या बोलते हैं ऑल कंट्रोल डिलीट दिस वन माइंड में से दिमाग में से निकाल लेना पड़ेगा सिस्टम रीसेट करना पड़ेगा अगेन poor execution from India like the way we came out our body language didn't look the greatest we didn't get on top of things once we were on top of things 41-4-3 पे जरा सीना तान के खेलना था but we failed again with the plans of Surya Kumar rotating the bowlers usually not that bad at it but today he missed a trick or two. Credit to Dewald Brevis and David Miller, the way they came out, I think a 70-odd run partnership, whatever it was, and छक्के जो level के मारे भाई दोनों left right, David Miller took the charge initially, and then you saw Dewald Brevis follow very shortly after that, and the quality that the side possesses, we've been saying it from the beginning. Everybody usually mostly has them in the top 4. This is why we're worrying about South Africa. They've come through the ranks last 2-3 years when they've played some outstanding cricket. चोकर बोलो कुछ भी बोलो भाई फिल वक्त आज तो चोक करके मारे and they deserve to win today. There was no doubt in our minds.
Yeah, I mean, winning the toss, batting first. For me, the most surprising thing was Akshar Patel being dropped. The vice captain of the team. I know that vice captains can be dropped in modern day cricket, but he hasn't done much wrong. He's been part of a winning combination for the last couple of years. He has experience. He's led his IPL side as well. He could provide with the bat and ball. He was there in the previous World Cup in India, but in similar situations against South Africa in the power play in the final, he's the one with Virat Kohli who stepped up in that partnership. Him not being picked, going with Washington Sundar when you know he's not going to bowl 4 overs, that was a huge risk, and that's what punished India in the game.
Yeah, it just shows you how timid India's thought process is after being so so dominating in the last year in T20 cricket, right? Like you've come up out of this whole mindset of the past. The way you used to play slow, build innings and stuff too. You became under Rohit Sharma all out. You got the mantra of being aggressive, taking risks and playing, and you won the T20 World Cup in that same year. Now you're going back to a conventional method just on the basis of the fact that someone has 3 left-handers and stuff, and you're not even understanding the fact that आपकी batting उसमें compromise हो सकती है. And Washington Sundar he's not been in action consistently, right? Like he got injured. He's not played a lot of cricket. Akshar Patel, I understand the performances are not there. He also is a victim of that. He's not gotten consistent performances. इसके इतने runs नहीं है. But commit the time, when you need someone like that to give you an aggressive 3-6 what we saw. Yeah, with the ball एकदम suddenly उसकी grip हो गई, skid हो गई, just we were seeing in the case of South African bowlers. So he also offers you pace and height. So that makes a very big difference. And that's where again you have to blame the coach, the captain, that why you go to such kind of methods when you should be on top of things such as these things should not let you affect and be confident in your own players and system.
Yeah, especially when you're backing someone like Abhishek Tela who are having 4 World Cups, and the rest of the batsmen have had the one odd good game. But if you're backing everybody else, you should be backing your vice captain in this situation to come good. And then if he doesn't come good, you can drop him after the game. But at least you give him that opportunity. ना आप Netherlands के खिलाफ खिलाए, ना यहाँ पे खिलाए, तो आप उसको मौका भी नहीं दे रहे ना to make a comeback. Whereas the other batsmen, the other players have been given a chance. So I felt that was a bit unfair. And that's where India got exposed. If you see Shivam Dubey's bowling and Washington Sundar, Varun Chakravarti. This is where India got exposed in the middle overs, and South Africa playing spin really well today, and they showed it again.
Yeah, 100%, and that shows their maturity, the learnings that they've gotten in the bilaterals, the learnings that they've picked up from the previous tournaments, the previous losses, and this tournament also, man, when they came into this tournament, first victory अच्छी थी, फिर अफगानिस्तान के साथ they still managed to hold their nerve. Usually that is where you would see them slip, but Rabada getting that run out, and then the second one Stubbs getting the nerve to clear it out of the ground, and then the third one you saw again Gurbaz couldn't finish it. So that just shows you that South Africa is maturing as a side and they're learning from whatever is in front of them. From India again, like we mentioned, the intent, चलो ठीक है 187 हम फिर भी बोलते चलो यार is it possible maybe in Ahmedabad to chase this down, maybe not. Usually it's a flatter wicket. There was a little bit of dew on offer, but when you came out to bat losing 3 wickets in the power play, then going into again regressive mode of batting where आप वही 1-2 खेल रहे unaggressive one. Like this is where we build Hardik Pandya. This is why we built Shivam Dube. This is why we made the structure for these days, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah, man, and South Africa bowled beautifully. Lungi and Gidi, the change of pace. Maharaj again showing his experience. Rabada as well coming back into form in this game. It had to be this game. Marco Jansen, man, he was also incredible. So South Africa as a collective, look very good. They look very threatening, and they look like one of the favorites now. Especially this game was going to be a game where it's going to swing either way in terms of who you think is going to be favorites. And now India have got that reality check, and South Africa just need to keep going because they do still have two potential banana skins. But if they can play like this, they shouldn't have too much to worry about.
नहीं भाई बिल्कुल like their bowling stepping up from a long time and like this is the planning. So by the planning all comes down to the coach. Look how they've read the situations. Slower deliveries डालना, disguising the deliveries, variating the length delivery जो attack कर रहे, the line that they're bowling close to the body. They've planned for each and every individual and everyone with the bat. Like चलो आज तो एडम मार्कम QDK and Rickleton नहीं मारे, but उन लोग कहाँ भी चले जाते 220 तो लाइट लेके क्रॉस कर लेते. Any one of the top 3 batsmen would have scored like a 20-25 run. Khalas, like it would have been 200 in their shell. And the bowler, like you mentioned, on point, on song, everybody in time. Nobody is in a hurry to get a wicket. Nobody's putting a pressure on. They're just getting the wickets because obviously the opposition is going with a timid approach. Already there's so much pressure from everybody कि failure है, performance नहीं आ रही, निकालो, उसको ला लो. तो ये नारे तो लग रहे. आप लोग बोल रहे हैं broadcaster के आड़ों से आ रहे भाई हमारे सबसे बड़ा critic तो हम खुद ही है ना. Like हम लोग आप में कोई भी. And that's adding pressure to Indian batsmen as well. This loss, now how they reciprocate out of this will be very important with the Zimbabwe and stuff. But overall, like South Africa, they have come to play some amazing cricket and they're showing that right now what they're made of.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how Surya addresses the next press conference because right now, Jobi Bola, it's been cut up and, people are criticizing more heavier. And we know that in India, even in Pakistan, the subcontinent, usually we don't take losses well. And this does put pressure on India because the margin of loss also is so big that, the net run rate has been really depleted and it's taken a huge battering, and that's going to be a problem aage jaake. And when you're the favorites and now you're -3 net run rate, it will put that added pressure. So let's see how he responds as well. Any changes for the next game that you're looking at from India?
Bhai, for me, I would still play Abhishek, but the narrative will be again around Abhishek and Tilak and probably slotting in Sanju for either one of them. So it could probably be Tilak out, Sanju at 3 or Abhishek out and Sanju on the top. And then what we've been speaking about, like Akshar Patel, if he doesn't get a chance in the next game, I think people will start shouting. So these are the changes I'm seeing. If Chepuk might be a flat wicket right now before the IPL, but like if it is a slower wicket, then you'll have to look at a way to slot in a Kuldeep Yadav alongside Varun Chakravarti.
Were you okay with Arshdeep's performance? I felt he bowled very well today. But is there a way that we can get another bowler into this, a Kuldeep or a Siraj, by dropping a Sundar, or no? It has to be Sundar to Akshar.
I think for me, I'm fine with 6-7 batsmen. Give them the responsibility and finish it. You don't need that much batting. If your top 6 proper batsmen are not doing anything, an additional Akshar Patel or someone, or like a Washington Sundar to won't do anything. Like वो situation में बोल रहा हूँ मैं. अब वो लग गया ऑन द डे वाली बात होती है, वो तो किसी के लिए भी होती है. ऑन द डे आपका बॉलर भी आपको मैच जिता सकता है. So you have to play the situation, you have to play what's in front of you. Today we probably needed in hindsight an extra bowler who could give you the slower variations, who could be slower through the air, and that could probably have been Kuldeep or Mohammad Siraj. But again, like you can't do much about it, but you have to plan better, read the pitches better, read the conditions better, and make an 11 around that. Now you can't always favor more batting because that's not necessarily going to. In South Africa, what the thing is, so all the bowlers who bat also bat well, and all the batsmen who bowl, they bowl well. Yeah. But in India, that's not the case.
Full-fledged all-rounders.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, full-fledged. And the way Miller was batting today, man, like he was like $1 million. Him, Brevis, Stubbs, all 3 of them exceptional talents. But and Miller got a lot of criticism, right? Like even we used to say, "Arey ne bade match mein chup jata match kharib leke phir out ho jata." But today he was perfect, man. Kya gap dhoond ke. Then when he had to hit the 6, he hit the 6. He was unbelievable. Brevis, that no-look shot was great as well, and Stubbs, the way he finished it.
और जो situation में निकले मतलब very similar to what Surya and Hardik or Surya and Tilak were in, right? Like 41 for 3 थे आप. Surya and Hardik maybe, and look at the way Miller and Brevis reciprocated. Miller 25 of 16 deliveries. यहाँ पे 22 of 18 में बिखर गए. That shows you the difference of mindset. That shows you the difference in confidence and the ability to take up any opposition, not caring about the past results, not caring about the what they're going to happen, who's going to lash out on them. ठीक है, you could say कि हमारे fans ज़्यादा, but you shouldn't take that into a cricket game. That's not, you can't control either way. आप बोलने को तो बोल लेते कि भाई यार हम तो बंद कर देते सोशल मीडिया, हम तो नहीं देखते, but it just looks like now कि भाई you're probably very worried about that as well.
Yeah, 100%. And they took risks, but they didn't look risky, right? That's
exactly.
That's how the execution was. It was perfect from South Africa. But yeah, India will be under pressure now. They have to beat Zimbabwe and West Indies, and then see what happens in the other games. We also had England, Sri Lanka over there. Sri Lanka had felt they had England all over the place. 146 all out. Only Phil Salt standing up, but that turned out to be a match-winning knock. Incredible on that kind of surface. And Will Jacks with his small contribution with the bat and their unbelievable performance with the ball. Now it's his third man of the match. So very good from England in the end, man. Turned out to be a great win.
Yeah, England must be like, who said we can't bat? Like Shreyas bola tha, who said I have a problem with the short bowling? England must be like, who said we have a problem with spin bowling and spin batting? I think, Phil Salt बहुत अच्छा innings खेला भाई. He stayed around till the 6th wicket, 5th wicket. Will Jacks has been there, knight in shining armor, जो भी बोलते उसको. Coming in the end, let it be Nepal, let it be Scotland, let it be Italy, that 50 that he scored. He's been very consistent. He's getting good amount of runs at a quick pace. Like he's, I think, third or second top strike rate in this T20 World Cup, and that just goes to show you he is brimming with confidence. They're covering the cracks for George Butler and Harry Brook right now. But this is where Harry Brook and George Butler एक innings जैसे मैच में आ गया सब खामोश हो जाएंगे. This is what George Butler, like you always mentioned, everyone mentioned that he's a top player. Let's say यहाँ पे भी नहीं खेला, सेमीफाइनल में आके 100 मारने काबिलियत रखते हैं वो, तो that is something that people have to bear in their mind. साथ ही साथ execution of other players and how Harry Brook captained this team of I think it's been good, man. The way he rotated his bowlers, kept Will Jacks, trusted him, got Rashid later on to put the experience chokehold. For Sri Lanka, your thoughts on their batting, man? Like what went wrong there?
Yeah, I think Butler, actually, I felt really bad today. He was struggling like really badly, man. Like I felt really bad, but you're right. Like I just hope that one inning comes for him, because a player like that with that legacy, like I never thought he would struggle so much. But you're right. One innings and things can change. For Sri Lanka, I think they just got under pressure and the pitch kept deteriorating, right?
Yeah.
So that's why, again, the toss, did they think that, because they chased against Australia, they can chase again? But that was a night game. Maybe there was a bit of dew there. Maybe it became easier to bat here. There wasn't dew. And it was a full day match. I mean, the lights came on later, but the pitch kept deteriorating, kept wearing out, and they didn't take that into consideration. They were under pressure from the get-go. I think the way Will Jacks bowled wicket to wicket, they didn't have they didn't have a solution to that. Also, you can see that they struggled with when it started turning a bit square, right? They started getting opened up. They were going for the shot a bit too quickly. The face of the bat was closing, and the leading edge would go to the bowler or wherever. You saw 2-3 wickets like that. I think England bowled well, but Sri Lanka will need to improve their batting, take a bit more responsibility, and hopefully they can come back stronger. And in hindsight, maybe they could have restricted England. I still feel that the bowling, it was still chaseable. Even though this wicket was tough, it was still chaseable. You'd have to blame the batting a bit more. It's unfortunate from their point of view, but it is what it is, man. And also, Harry Brook's captaincy, you asked, I think it was fantastic. You see, which is it's so strange. When Butler was captain, he would pick more fast bowlers and bowl them, even on turning pitches. Now, Harry Brook, he's captain, is using more spinners. Again, the pitches are for spinners, but there's one thing: Butler is good against spin, and Harry Brook is good against pace. So ulta chal raha. So when you struggle against something, you respect it more and you give that more opportunity. So the fact that he's bowling Will Jacks in the power play, the fact that he gave Archer that extra thing, it shows the attacking mindset that he's looking for wickets. Bro, meko wicket chahiye. Because even I questioned him when he came in the third over. I'm like, why is this guy bowling Archer again? This guy can get hit. But what did he want? He wanted a wicket. He got a wicket in that over. And that put more pressure on Sri Lanka. So even if he got hit for a couple of boundaries in that over, but that wicket broke Sri Lanka. So I think very good aggressive captaincy. He looks a bit calm as well. And so far he's been impressive, man, because England look broken at times. They don't look like the solid unit. They don't look like a South Africa. They don't even look like a New Zealand right now. Yeah. But I think the captaincy has been good. There have been individual performances. And TK, Butler and stuff are not working. Bill Jacks is coming up. Salt is performing. There are people covering their backs. And Adil Rashid also much better performance today from him. Much better.
For Sri Lanka, you feel like they're missing an opener right now because, not Nissanka, but his counterparts, both of them coming in, not being able to make any runs. Let it be Pereira or Mishra. Mishara ka the first game, but Sri Lanka missing some kind of a trick over there in the opening slot.
Yeah, maybe it's just unfortunate that they're not clicking right now. I think they're both good players, and they've shown in the past that they can score runs. But it could be something that they are missing. If they can, obviously, if any team has an opener who's failing, we can see India has the same problem right now. It does cause a problem. So 100%, yeah, it is an issue कि भाई opening में अगर run नहीं आ रहे तो मसला तो है.
I would back Jasuria to come and open back. वापस पुराने दिनों में आके लप्पे लगा दे रहा करते. But yeah, I mean for Sri Lanka again, like they just have to dust the game up. 2007 वाला में भी 2007 वाला भी.
Going to do the same, yeah.
But yeah, I mean वही है कि श्रीलंका के साथ भी unfortunate both the host nations going on today. I don't know what their net run rate is. उनका भी गिरा ही होगा 95
-2.4 है.
दोनों का भारी नुकसान हो गया भाई नेट रन रेट का.
या वो दोनों का भारी नुकसान हो गया. एक वहां पे तो बारिश पड़ गई, दूसरे मैच में अपना ग्रुप का कल है मैच वेस्ट इंडीज जिम्बाब्वे, तो वो देखना पड़ेगा कि किस तरीके से. वेस्ट इंडीज भी भाई अब हल्के में नहीं ले सकते. इंडिया नीड टू बी
भाई वेस्ट इंडीज को तो हल्के में. उनका भी स्ट्रक्चर अगर आप देखो तो भाई ऑलराउंडर है, डेप्थ इन बैटिंग है, द बैटर्स हु bowl well, the bowlers who bat, they also bat well. So they've all rounded टीम है. वो भी हेडमायर के अगर लग गए तो वी सीन दैट व्हाट इज केपेबल ऑफ डूइंग. सादी साहब, रोमारियो शेपर्ड है, रॉकमैन पाउल है, शे होप ने अच्छी कैप्टनसी करी है अभी तक. सो इफ दे विन द फर्स्ट गेम, इंडिया विल कम अंडर प्रेशर. एंड देन चेप हुक में आप जिम्बाब्वे से खेलोगे, यू विल वांट साउथ अफ्रीका टू विन ऑल ऑफ देयर गेम्स. बट वेस्ट इंडीज को जैसा आप बोले हल्के में तो नहीं लेना.
Yeah, man. We just hope that they learn from their mistakes here, India, and go forward and play positive cricket. And like sometimes when push comes to shove, when you're on the brink, you play more attacking cricket. We see that with a lot of teams. So hopefully India can do that. They're on the brink right now, and I mean not the brink, but they are under a lot of pressure. So hopefully आप खुल के आएंगे, they can play, because अब दबे हुए थोड़ा खेल रहे हैं उन लोग, but आपको मालूम है भाई, you have to express yourself. You got to make the most of it. You need to make this World Cup a memorable one. For that, you need to have 2 outstanding performances now to go into the semi-final. So that's what they have to focus on, and let's hope for the best. But yeah, Faiz, thank you so much for joining. Thank you everybody for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, do comment in the video as well, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care.